Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
Customers at abandoned ship in Tumon were some of the last people to see police officers Mark Torre Jr. and Elbert Piolo the night Piolo died from a gunshot wound to the chest. Bar owner Tony Cruz recalls seeing the two drinking for about an hour.
I would say initially when they were there, they were having a good time, but towards the end of it, I know there was altercations with the staff.
Cruz described stopping Torre, who attempted to leave the establishment with a drink in hand, at which point he said Torre became angry. Abandoned ship bouncer Kevin Jackson.
Sized them up from head to toe. Maybe 3 times. He just kept them looking up and down, and I was like, what's going on here?
Fellow bouncer Charles Pendleton was blocking Torre's path.
At this point, it was a 50-50 shot that he was either angry or just didn't know what he was doing.
Okay, and then what happened next?
He attempted to leave with the drink, and then I told him that he couldn't leave with the drink, and then he asked me if, or he said, do you want me to slap your face?
Pendleton had warned his fellow bouncer about Torre's behavior earlier in the night. KUAM News reporter Crystal Paco was also there hosting an event that evening. She described Torre's behavior as arrogant after he made a rude comment to her on the way out. Several other witnesses at the bar that night also described Torre as swaying and unbalanced. However, Piolo was described as fine and even happy. The two left the bar together.
The taller one looked like he was just struggling just to walk out, and he had the shorter one. It looked like to me like he was just there just in case he fell down.
Torre and Piolo then walked back and forth around the parking lot. Pendleton said in between the pacing, the two seemed to have a conversation against a car, and at some point they entered a black sedan owned by a fellow guardsman, Toby Gonzalez, which eventually dropped them to the front of abandoned ship. It's at this point they finally leave.
His friend, Bert, got into his truck, pulled up on the side, and said, all right, let's go, gotta go. Opened the door, told him let's go, and then they drove off northbound.
For most of today's proceedings, witnesses went over security footage in an attempt to recreate the events that happened that night. During cross-examination, defense attorney Jay Arreola emphasized, despite these encounters, both Torre and Piolo were seen hugging each other and didn't appear to be arguing.
Throughout the evening, you didn't see them fighting, arguing?
No.
Okay. As a matter of fact, as you were leaving and you saw them leaving, they're stumbling and helping each other out.
Yes, that's what I recall.
While the prosecution argues that Torre recklessly shot and killed Piolo, defense argues it was actually Piolo who attempted to commit suicide and Torre who tried to stop him. Trial continues tomorrow. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isa Baza.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.